Hey YouTube, Puff and Snuff here, Ian checking in as always from beautiful Northeast Ohio, here with a Snuff review tonight, a real Snuff review, not a science experiment gone horribly wrong in my sinus cavity. Before we jump into that, you may notice a slight change in scenery today. I can't get my webcam working on my computer, and it's driving me crazy. I think I know Windows 10 is buggy as hell, and so I'm dealing with that. It's the damnedest thing, though. It's not the webcam itself. It works on my wife's laptop, and in fact, it works on my computer if I launch Skype. I can video chat just fine on Skype. But I've tried a bunch of different webcam softwares, including the one that came with the webcam. And if I just try to launch it to record, no picture, no audio, nothing. So fortunately, the Samsung Galaxy 7 is here to save the day. So we're on the phone. So if we're a little shaky, keep in mind that I'm one-arming the camera. So that's fun and exciting. At any rate, I'll work on the webcam. Hopefully we can get back to that. But we're kind of relaxing down here in the basement, which I've kind of taken to calling the Cave of Wonders. It's where I keep all of the snuff, all of the pipe tobacco, all the pipes. Got the TV, the Xbox, all the fun stuff. So this is where I live most of my life when I'm not at work. At any rate, that only took a minute and a half to try to circle around to the point of the video, which is Wilson's Lemon Grove. It is a damn fine snuff. It is one of my favorite snuffs, excluding, I think it's important when you start talking about favorite snuffs. I think you need to kind of say, all right, so there's the artisan snuffs, which are super special, and they are the favorites of the favorites, and then to talk about the the big brand snuffs, the Tokes, the Wilsons, the McChrystals, the Galwiths, etc., the Bernards, Purcells, etc. So kind of in that larger market, Wilson's Lemon Grove is among my very, very favorites. By the way, if you go looking to buy this, you're probably not going to find it under this name. Part of the, I don't know if it was a UK thing or a EU thing, but they had to change some of the naming conventions because Lemon Grove sounded way too appealing, apparently, to the kids. So thanks to the some bureaucracy or another, you can now find this simply as Grove. So I hate Wilson's tins. They are, bar none, I think, the worst tin in the business. They will not hold anything even approaching an airtight seal once they've been opened. So when I crack this open, I decant it into a snuff box that I'm going to use and immediately seal it back up. I'll reuse this green tape that it comes shipped in 1, 2, maybe 3 times. After that, when it gets a little brittle or maybe a little too elastic and it doesn't want to hold tight to the tin, I just break out some good old-fashioned electrical tape. Does the job just as well. So my arm is this is like my third take here, and my right arm just feels like it's going to drop off. So on with the show. That's how she looks in the tin. I know you can't get too good of a look on the grind there, but you can see the color. It's and the color on the camera there looks fairly true. It may be a little darker in real life. So it's kind of a medium to medium light brown. The moisture level is a good bit more coarse and a good bit more moist than is typical of a Wilson's of Sharrow. I think kind of in the general snuff world, this would probably fall, I don't know, I'd call it, to be honest, kind of a medium moisture and a relatively medium grind compared to other Wilsons. It's medium moist and medium coarse. Wilson's, I got to be honest, I've been largely disappointed by Wilson's of Sharrow snuffs over time. The two huge exceptions are Lemon Grove and Tom Buck. And I thought I had reviewed this before. Apparently I hadn't. I also thought I had reviewed Tom Buck, but I couldn't find that video either, so I may do that one next. Because they are, to me, the two standout snuffs that Wilson's produces. Anyway, on with the show. In the tin, you hear lemon grove, and so you're thinking this is going to be a very lemony, very citrusy snuff, and it's really not. At least not in the tin. The first thing I get is a floral aroma, but it's not floral in that super perfumey floral that you get from Indian snuffs, from some Indian snuffs, I guess, or that very different but also very perfumey floral that you get from like Lakeland pipe tobacco, or the Lakeland snuffs. It's a very natural floral aroma, and under that you get plenty of citrus. And again, it's a very natural citrus scent. You can certainly pick out the tobacco base in there, and it's kind of surprising because the aroma of the tobacco base is a little darker than what it looks. And that's not to say that it's anything near approaching tarmac or rubber or tar or any of those things, but just slightly earthy, slightly fermenty. Not to me the kind of bready or biscuity or maybe somewhat toasty aroma I would have expected based on the color. But so to get this in the nose, and it's super easy to pinch. It's very silky in the nose, has a great nose feel once it's in there. Also feels really good on the side of your face if you miss your nose. The aroma in the nose isn't all that different, really, from the tin. To me, the first, I wouldn't call it the dominant scent, but I would say the first scent that I get is that floral. And it's not a floral mishmash. It's not a perfume. It's not a bouquet. It is the floral aroma if you've ever had the chance to actually walk through a grove of lemon trees. It is the floral aroma that comes from the actual lemon flower, the actual buds, the flower buds around the fruit. And it is very, very well done. It reminds me, I've said on here before that what I like about Toke's fruit snuffs is they smell like the fruit, not like the way the fruit candy or the fruit flavoring would be. Same idea here with the Wilsons. It does not smell at all like a synthetic floral or that it's been added for the sake of adding it. It smells like a lemon grove, and it is remarkable. Beneath that, there is a sweet citrus scent. And it smells like lemon, but again, not lemon candy, not lemon furniture polish, not lemon flavoring, lemon. And it's the combination of the zest and the flesh and the juice of the lemon. And then it's as if it's been slightly sweetened, almost to the point where I feel like there might be something else added to it that I can't quite put my finger on. So the predominant aroma, and it is 1,000,000% true to the name on the original tin, is that of a lemon grove. The entire lemon fruit, the flowers from the lemon grove, it's a very, very fresh aroma. I don't get a lot of the base tobacco in the nose. Now, experience has taught me here that in about 10 minutes, the floral and the fruit, the citrus, will start to fade away. That's about how long it lasts in my nose, about 10 minutes or so. At that point, I'll get just a hint of the base tobacco kind of on the back end as the scent is completely fading. And that's about when it's time for another pinch. And you can take a lot of this because it is, to me, and again, I know I have a relatively high nicotine tolerance that's kind of developed shamefully over the years, but I don't get a lot of nicotine out of this at all. It is certainly on the mild end of mild to medium in the nicotine department, which is a good thing because in this case, because it smells so good, you can use it repeatedly throughout the day without overloading yourself with nicotine. For me, this gets very high marks. This is a 9 out of 9 out of 10. For me, all reviews are subjective. Maybe you won't care for it. I don't know many people who have tried this snuff that haven't had good things to say about it, so I would throw that in there too. It seems to be relatively universally enjoyed as a snuff. When you set aside, the open sources and the old mills of the world, kind of get out of that artisan, the best of the best, the highest end ingredients, and the almost gastronomic approach to snuff making. From the big boys, from the Wilsons and the Gawiths and the Bernards and the Pishels and the Tokes and everybody else that I'm forgetting, this is for me easily a top 5 snuff of all time, right up there with Wilson's Tom Buck. So not really, I can't say enough positive about this stuff. I would encourage you, unless you have some specific aversion to citrus or to lemon, and you very well might, those folks aside, I think this is going to be a winner for just about all of you. So Wilson's Sharrow Lemon Grove, definitely go check it out. Guys, that is all for me. The downside of using the old Samsung Galaxy 7 is that the battery's fading pretty rapidly. So I'm going to sign off here, stick this sucker on a charger, and get on with the evening. That's all for me, guys. Till next time, take it easy.